Hello my friends, it's Friday evening again, 10:30, late in the night, and the video will be posted in the morning. It's for entertainment only, so I will say something. Putin is running around Moscow and screaming, "People, I can walk, I can run." They are looking at him. So what's happened? Miracle? No, they took away my car. Okay, so that's enough to cover that subject. And thank you so much for your comments, for your questions. I have quite a few of them to answer today. And Premavida, as usual, and sadly, you were right, Violetta, multi-tragedies on the 4th of July. God speed up those souls to U.S. Day of Independence. We have to pray for them at the end. And this is a subject that I want to touch, but apparently I might be in jeopardy. So I will change the names. The Wag.Ner was big composer, so I will call his group musicians. That way we know who I'm talking about. And the leader, to me, he is half animal and half human. So I will be calling him Centaurus. That way I might touch the subjects without being in jeopardy. Okay, on the video from the 24th, I said that Putin will take Centaurus's, you know who I'm talking about, that he will take his money, his gold, his businesses, and that's what happened. As 2 days ago, they announced that they raided his home. Actually, they were entering apartment. When you are looking, when they are breaking up, there is another number, and there are big plaques with the numbers. So that's not the palace that they are showing after that. This is completely different place that they were showing. It is building like in Russia, in a big apartment building. Nice plaques with the number. So, and they said that they took a lot of gold. They are showing the gold. But they are not talking about diamonds. Centaurus was taking so many diamonds, diamonds from Africa. And diamonds are much easier to take than gold. They are lighter, kind of. You can put them in a bag and move them around. So they are not talking about that they found any diamonds. Just digression. And so were they late? Someone took that before them. And what did I say? Okay, I thought where he is. It's bugging me, like every one of you wants to know where is Centaurus. And when I closed my eyes, I saw him somewhere in a tunnel, in a labyrinth, underground. And then another moment, I see him in the forest, by the fire. But not too many people are with him. So he is hiding. He is, running from the law. And that's the reason Tоварищ Putin is not talking about him. they are not saying anything about the army. Where is the army? 25,000 people. Someone has to feed them. Someone has to give them place to sleep. Well, the sleep, they have tents, but they need money for gas. They need money for food. Nothing. We know that they are not in Belarus. And I was saying, Belarus is fishy. No one wants to bring that big army of bad guys to your country. So that was a fake information that they were feeding us. What was going on? And there is no answer yet. And when I said, what are they planning? When I ask myself, it is that they are planning a tornado. So we will hear more about them. What are they planning? I will pull 3 cards. It is a really interesting story from Russia. That's just a beginning. First card from the big tarot card, big arcana from tarot cards. Beginning, first step. Behind that is usually magician, but this time they are afraid to go. They need more money, and they are preparing for making some big decision. So the leader of the musicians is planning everything. He had a really bad reputation, but he was good what he was doing. I'm not saying that he was good. I'm saying that he was good killing and taking even so many countries under control in Africa and in Syria. So he is absolutely half animal, half human, Centaurus. And his people are not the pushovers. And they know that they are appreciated in Russia. So if they will go with hurricane or tornado movement from one side to another in the country, that's a big thing. And yeah, I'm just checking. And another top Russian was found dead. He was chief prosecutor. His body was floating in the water. Apparently he drowned, but he didn't have any water in his lungs. That's never happened. When you are drowning, you put a lot of fluid in your body, and especially in your lungs. Miracle. So Cheryl asked, another top Russian found dead. It was Russian chief prosecutor. His body was found in a river, drowned, but no water in lungs. At least 39 oligarchs and officials have mysteriously died, and they are not old, and they were flying through the windows since 2020. Will the oligarchs and any generals be the ones who planned the fatal attack on Putin? And I said, I see 3 groups, because generals and oligarchs is only 2. And I think the orchestra group will be, the Wag.Ner group will be the 3rd party. So they can go with poison, they can throw him out of the plane, because I had those two mixed information. Once that woman was giving him some poison, and a few years ago I saw the plane without the wall. So it was 3 seats, and now it's probably very close to the plane without the wall. So, and Putin can start flying too. Okay. Lucina Pell, I hope I'm pronouncing, and Chechen leader Kadyron health, because we were talking about that in the last live stream, and I didn't know who you were asking me. So apparently he was poisoned. He has a problem with his kidneys still. Kidneys, he might get transplants, but he is saying that he is in very good relationship with Putin, and he was against Polish Prime Minister who was supporting Chechen's independence. So how is his health? Because he's up. This one was, I will pull 3 cards. Leader of Chechnya. And they have a lot of people who are against Putin. He is celebrating something, but he is under the weather. He is in so much pain. He is struggling, but everything will be visible. Eventually, the sun will show us that his health is not that good. And he sent his son to replace him for some talks in Moscow. So he must be afraid for his family, and he is very cooperative with Putino. Okay. Eleanoric Leslie is asking, will Lindsey Graham take his own life? And I saw something like this, up and down, up and down. He will be all over the spectrum, but I don't see him taking his life. He will be going under, going up, but he has that ability to survive. When his best friend, Jim McCain, died, he right away glued to Trump. Even at the beginning, he hated Trump, and Trump hated John McCain. So it is that he is all over the spectrum. He is fighting for his right, for himself, fighting. Ooh, both symbols of fight, angel of fight and symbol of fight, and up and down. That's what I'm saying. So he is struggling. He has no backbones. He is like octopus or snail. Yeah, he's more like a snail than octopus. Octopus has at least 8 hands. Okay. Guinkalka is saying, was Ivana for a push? And right away, when she was found dead, I said that she had too much alcohol or drugs in her system. But they didn't do any autopsy. That's unusual. They didn't want to know. Well, probably they knew that she was over drinking. She was feeling very lonely. But she was unstable. She had some problem with her hip or knee. And maybe she was even poisoned. We will never know because the autopsy was never done. But that's what I saw, her being in kind of iffy state of her mind. And right away, Teresa Dragsden Dragstein. I don't care for Don Jr., but I'm afraid that he might take his own life. I know that when I closed my eyes, I saw him being destructive to his life by drinking and taking something that is not legal. And then he was saying that that powder was found in the White House was for Hunter. And someone said, and I read comments somewhere else on some other blog, and someone said, no, they forgot that you are not living there. They were making comments that it was probably for Junior. And what I saw him walking in his mother's shoes. So I said that Ivana was self-destructive, and I think he was as well self-destructive. Hanging man. In this situation, it will be that he is hanging himself, runs in a dysfunctional family. And yes, my intuition is correct. Symbol of intuition. High Priestess. Okay. And about Supreme Court. How long that Supreme Court will be the same way as it is. And when I closed my eyes, I saw them hanging in gondola over the not over the cliff, but between two mountains on high elevation. And then they will be helping each of them slide down on the rope. So it will be that this Supreme Court will be losing people soon, one by one. And that was my vision. So I want to know more what the cards are saying. And yeah, the health doctor is needed. That Thomas is old and walking, hardly walking, and then it will be two of them, pair. So maybe I am correct. Maybe they will be going kind of in a pair, or maybe because of Judge Thomas Wag, because it is marriage card, and he might have to. I know he don't want to. Until the Republicans are not in power, he will do everything to stay in the court. But it must in the Supreme Court. But it must cause him so much stress. And stress is a killer. And people, even on the very high positions, are not immune from the stress. So he is in kind of jeopardy. I don't wish anyone. I'm just saying what I'm thinking, and he might not be the one but I saw a marriage card. And we will see. Sea Kingsman. Do you ever get the object that gives you a creeps? She is, that person is asking probably about my store. When I'm buying stuff for the store, I usually go, who am I buying from? If I don't have the feeling that I can trust that person, that it's stolen, I will not buy. I will have excuse that I don't need that, blah, blah, blah. So I don't like to buy something that is iffy. But with many things, I like to put them for the full moon so the moon can see it, and bless them. And every day we have incense in the store, and that's what cleanses the store from the bad energies. And when I'm doing readings, I always have candles, and I'm kind of blessing cards with the candles. So at the same time, everything what is around me, it's blessed with the candle. So I think I'm doing that. And sometimes I walk with the sage by the end of when the store is closed, end of the day, and I walk around the store with the sage. Green grass, I think that's what you call the native grass, sweet grass. It's not easy for me to keep on, so I'm not really too lucky with the green grass, but otherwise I like to cleanse the store. Mimi H. When continents shift on Earth, do we have more earthquakes and volcanoes eruption? Looks like this century it is more and more volcanoes erupting, and in the Bible they said at the end of the world there will be more volcanoes. I'm not saying that it's end of the world, but closer to the end we will always experience more, so not thinking that it's end of the world, but that's what was said so in the Bible. Not that I'm big on studying Bible, I trust. Yeah, the shifting is shifting of trust, but there will be still rainbow over families, so everything will be good on earth. And yeah, the closer to the judgment day we will have that, but we are not that close to the end, so I'm not saying that we will have more and more. Excuse me, I'm sorry. BJ Stewart. Neurlaik is Elon Musk company and has FDA applied to test the brain chips on human. Will this be a good for humanity or a way to control humans? And it will be going both ways, this way and that way. It's like this street go this way, this street go this way. So on some cases it will be good, some cases it will not be good. They will be able to put the chip in soldiers and they will obey the generals without thinking. And then on the good side, they will be able to put some chips and people will be able to walk. They will be able to renew the nerves in the body. So I think some ways it will be good, some ways it's not. But I will pull 3 cards and see. Because if they will be able to help people who are paralyzed, that will be marvelous. There will be a good harvest. And it will be a confusion, an ability to think for themselves, feeling which way to go. But they will have to go for it because it is the good decision that they have to pursue in case that they can help someone. Kirsten Miller. Will Michelle Obama ever run for any government position in USA? And I saw someone being spanked. It is like someone is hitting someone on behind. I think when she was First Lady, she suffered a lot from the Republicans who were so abusive towards her. I don't see that towards Mrs. Biden. They never did that to Melania. Even she deserved it sometimes. But they were very abusive to Michelle, and I don't think she wants to go through that hell again. So I will pull 3 cards to see if they agree with me or not. Marriage. Yeah, she did this. She suffered this because of the marriage. She was looking for more. If they go low, we go high. So she was looking upside down. And if the world will need her, I think she will go again. Because she loves her husband and she will be sacrificing herself. But I don't think she wants to. Bridget York. Will there be a spirit wandering the grounds in Ukraine after they were able to rebuild the country? And every spot in Europe had some blood. There was always wars in Europe for thousands of years. So I think they rebuilt the places on the, the places are rebuilt, and somehow no one is complaining about ghosts too much. Let's see what the cards are saying. It is, some sensitive people, mediums will feel it, but most people will be able to fulfill the dreams. Healers will be needed sometimes, and being cautious not to go to the places where there was a big battle, because the energy is still holding to those places. I was not even thinking when I was growing up in Poland that the houses around our house were completely destroyed. Across of the street there was half block completely destroyed, and next house, big villa connected to our villa, was destroyed. I was, oblivious. We were never talking about that there can be spirits or whatever. You just was living your life as everything is normal. Going through the ruins to school was normal. Everyone was doing that. We were making sure that we are going in the pairs or groups, so no one will be attacking us, because there were some bad guys. But underdogs were running without masters. They were living just wild life, those dogs, and you just readjust yourself so fast, and you don't know even that there could be a grenade or bomb hanging there. Okay. Oh, Christina Hoffman is asking if I found an illustrated for the book that with remedies. I didn't even started writing, and Tracy took those remedies. She said she will go through them. I don't know even if she has time. And Kay Smith is asked if I have antique store online. No, I don't have time to do the shippings, and I'm happy to deal with people. I love people. So I'm really thrilled when I have someone in the store and I can talk with them. Okay, we want to put the prayers for peace in Europe, because ONZ is going for the ONZ, I think, going to have meeting this weekend, and so they will be able to kind of navigate the better place for everyone to be, for Ukraine to be in a peace, and that everyone will be healthy and strong and positive, and there will be no shootings and nothing bad will happen, no hurricane, no tornadoes, no floodings. All the best to all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and please watch for Cheryl and me at 11 o'clock. And if you want to participate in the free half an hour reading with me, please write comments. It is donated by Janet and Tom Burke. I forgot to mention this at the beginning, so please write comments and you will be taking part of the, I will be looking for the winner on the next reading with Cheryl. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. My video will be stopping, so I have to stop.